Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. On today's Duel Review, just in time for Christmas, it's a few stocking stuffer games. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it.
Hey guys, welcome to December 19th. It is Wednesday, and we are doing stocking stuffer games.
That's right. It's so close to Christmas, but there still might be time if you have a local game shop that happens to have one of these three games that we're going to recommend. But there are three games that would be perfect for stockings. They're low cost, a lot of fun, very simple. Kids can play them, adults can play them, whole family can play it before Christmas actually happened, you know, whatever. A lot of times the stocking is like the tide over section of Christmas. Yeah. It's like you get something to occupy you while your parents sleep a little bit longer.
Like a yo-yo or a slinky.
Yeah, I freaking got toothbrush and toothpaste, but I usually get like a CD as well. So I'd listen to the CD and
while brushing your teeth.
Come on, Dad, wake up. That was me when I was like 20.
Yeah.
Hurry up, wake up, I want to win prizes. No. I love Christmas, and anyway, I would love to get any of these three games in my stocking. I love Christmas.
Yes.
So the first... but yeah, the first one we're going to do is the only one that I have physically right now. I'm sorry. I've played the other ones at a local game shop, and I just haven't got a chance to buy them. This one's the one that I got for my own stocking, which I already opened it because I already knew what it was because I got it for myself. But it is Zombie Dice. And it was, around $10. I got the expansion, which is maybe a little more than it should be. Yeah. Another $3 or something like that.
We'll get into that.
So it comes in this nice little cup, like a Yahtzee cup. And actually, I'm going to say that, think Yahtzee. Like, honestly, think Yahtzee. It's very similar.
Well, mildly similar.
It comes with this many die. I mean, this has the expansion as well.
Right. You start off the first
the little instruction, and that's it. That's all it needs.
The first one is 13 dice, but the expansion comes with 3 extra dice and just a little more expansion. So for $4, is it worth it? Probably not. You're paying more than $1.
I love the Santa one though, especially for right now. It just was so appropriate.
Yeah, you're paying more than $1 per dice, which is unfortunate, but. If you wanted it, you might as well.
It's still fun, and they like rescue. We'll get into that. So yes, the instructions, they're very simple. There's not very many of them. Once you played once or twice, you don't need them anymore. I mean, that's it. So what happens? Well, we have 3 major kinds of die. I mean, they're all very similar. They all have either a brain, a shotgun blast, or feet, and they are yellow, green, and red. So the red has more shotgun blasts on it, which is bad. So red is harder to get what you want. Yellow's in the middle, and green is the easiest. The goal of the game is you are a zombie, and you're trying to get brains without getting hit by a shotgun 3 times.
Right.
Now the expansion changed that a little bit. We'll get into that. But yeah, if you get 3 shotgun blasts in a turn, it's over, and you lose your brains. So you're trying to get as many brains without getting 3. So what happens is, I don't know why you did that. You put all the die in the thing, shake it around, and then you pull out 3 blindly. Whatever 3 you got,
hey, all green.
You roll. So now I've got 1 brain, and I've got feet and feet. So I didn't get any shotgun blast, so that's good. But I got a foot. So as long as you get a foot, that means your victim's trying to get away, and so you can catch up to them and try again. And so we're gonna take these 2 and add 1 more because you always roll with 3.
Yes.
So we're going to do that. Boom. So now I got 1 shotgun blast, and then I have 2 more feet. So you keep going like that, trying to get as many brains as possible without getting the total of 3 shotgun blasts.
Right.
So you could stop at any point.
Right. Generally, when you have 2 shotgun blasts, you're probably going to want to stop because there's a high probability that you're going to get another shotgun blast, which will avoid all of the brains you got for this round.
Or if you have 1 and you happen to draw like all 3 red or something like that, then because red, is a higher probability that you're going to get a shotgun blast.
Yeah.
So what happens if you roll, let's say 2 brains and 1 shotgun blast? Well, that's it. Your turn is over. But because I only have 2 total, I do get to score these. So that's one thing they didn't provide is you'll need like a sticky pad or something, a pencil, just to write down the score.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I scored 3, and since I have no feet, I cannot roll again.
And it is now the other person's
turn. So it's now the other person's turn. So they do exactly the same thing. It's so simple. I had my wife play it. She loves simple games, and she thought it was really fun. She kind of ignored. She pretended that the brains were herbs or something because they look kind of like a leaf, like a whatever. Because she doesn't like zombies; they're icky. So so it's one of those things. But she had fun. It's very similar to Yahtzee, I think. I don't know why you said.
Well,
not really, but it really is.
Yeah, I guess.
Because you're trying to get like all fives or all four, just like you are trying to get all brains kind of thing.
Yeah,
but,
I guess.
Anyway, yeah, again, super simple. It scales beautifully. You could play with 100 people if you wanted to wait that long.
Yeah.
Because you don't like keep die or anything like that. You just keep getting the die.
And you just track down how many die you got that round.
So hopefully that all makes sense. The expansion that we have provides a Santa Claus. This is like a gift die. It's nice and red. It's perfect for the season.
And this is fun because it's helpful for the zombie.
Right, and you can literally just play with this one. You take this one, you replace a green.
Yellow.
Yellow, okay. You replace a yellow, so you'll put that off to the side because you only want 13
dice at all times.
So now, if I drew this and I rolled it,
again, this is the expansion, the second one.
I might get 2 brains instead of 1 as a gift. Thank you, Santa. Or I might get just Santa's brain. Or I might get 1 shotgun blast, so there is 1 bad thing. Or I might get this, which is an energy drink, which means that anytime that I roll footsteps,
green footsteps,
green footsteps, it's an automatic brain. So that helps me get more brains because basically getting an energy drink helps you catch up to that one that's trying to escape and get his brain. Fun. And then the last one is a helmet, which allows you to get 4 shotgun blasts
as opposed to the original 3.
So you can get up to 3 and still score your brains. So that's cool. That is the one expansion. Now they have the other 2 expansions, which is the heroine and the hero.
Right, for these 2, you're going to take away 2 green dice.
And they have, and you can play with the Santa one with this one as well. But
right, in which case it'd be 2 green and a yellow one that gets taken out for these.
This one has also the 2 brains, so you might score 2 brains. It has 1 shotgun blast, but it also has 2 shotgun blasts, so it's more higher risk, higher reward. Plus, if you play them, they can actually rescue each other. And look into the instructions. I'm not gonna. I think we should wrap this part up because we've got 2 other games to get to. Right. But it is kind of fun. Like if you have a brain and you roll this one, you might be able to help that one escape. It wouldn't be for you. It'd be against you, but they would help. Whatever. It's just more rules and more fun, and it's just a little added expansion.
The Santa one is in your favor. The heroes and heroine, or the hero and hottie, I believe they called, is not in your favor.
And totally great production value. Great, dice, nice and heavy, well made, well painted, all that stuff. Yeah, so really cool.
A lot of fun.
I highly recommend it. Super simple. At first, when I first played this, I was like, "Wow, can this really be that fun?" It was so simple, but it really was.
Yeah. After I got like this huge chain, and then out of nowhere, I rolled 3 freaking shotgun blasts. Right. I was like, "No!"
The whole point is to get the first to 13 brains wins.
Right.
But if he starts first and he gets 13 first, I get one last chance to catch up.
Yep.
So that's cool. It's short games, just a lot of fun. And again, play with the whole family if you want. It's noisy. But I was saying how it actually kind of sounds like a zombie eating something when you're doing this.
Please don't do that at me.
Yeah, just like gnawing your bones.
Yeah, I got that.
Anyway, okay, so that is Zombie Dice. We have 2 more. The next one I'm going to talk about is called For the Win. And it's a simple tile game. It involves 2 basic sets. You've got the white and the black. So one chooses white, one chooses the black. It is a 2-player game. It's much like Hive, if you've ever played Hive, where you have the different insects and you're trying to surround the queen. But instead of surrounding the queen, what you're trying to do is get all your tiles, or one of each type of tile, touching each other on the play field at any one time, and then you win. And each tile has a different ability. I'm going to put some stuff up here so to help you. You have to be, connection. There has to be, you can't, in other words, you can't put some tiles here and then a gap and then some other tiles here. They have to be touching.
Right.
So there are different types of tiles. One being a ninja, which is really cool. It's a little throwing star. The ninja, when you place your tile, you have to place them adjacent to an opponent tile and not touching any of your own tiles. That's where you place them. But then you can move them after placing them. You have a number of movement points. Ninjas can use their ability, and if you use an ability of any of these tiles, you have to flip them over, which shows an X through them, red. So you cannot score until you have 5 different types touching each other that are not tapped like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, the ninja star, when you move it, you can move it anywhere on the board, so you can move it next to yours or wherever. You have an alien, which has a tractor beam, which allows you to pull a tile adjacent to you. You have the pirate who shoots another tile out of its cannon and can get it to go somewhere else on the board or on the in the arrangement.
Yeah.
You've got the monkey who, when it activates, it'll flip everybody that's touching him over to their tapped side.
Or vice versa, if they're tapped and they become untapped.
And then you've got the zombie, which is really fun because you can turn an adjacent tile into your remaining zombie tile, or you can flip it over if you've used both of your zombie tiles. You can tap it.
Right.
So there's a lot of strategy in this because you only have a certain number of movements per turn, and so you might use a couple of movements in the beginning to stack up the deck, but then you're going to exhaust your movements, and they might have 2 or 3 left, so it might actually give them. So you really have to manage that, and that's a lot of fun. That adds a lot of strategy to it. Plus, you're looking for that chain reaction thing. You're looking for, well, if I bring this guy over here, then that means that this guy will slide down. Then I can blow him out of the way, and then I can move there, and they're all touching. All I got to do is unactivate that one, and I win. Kind of stuff. But there's always an opportunity for the opponent to, throw in that monkey and flip everybody over, or throw in the zombie or whatever. So you really have to think several steps ahead.
Right.
And unlike Hive, where you have an obvious goal of surrounding the queen, you know exactly what they're going to do. Like if they start moving that beetle, which I apologize if you haven't played that, you know where he's going with it. Like you can figure it out. I actually enjoy this game more because it is more of a question, like, what is he doing? Why did he move that there? Like, what's going on? Because he's only got 2 more turns, and he's got a pirate, and, it's like, you really have to figure it out. A lot of people are saying they like Hive more, but I think it's more straightforward. I think this has more of a risk value to it.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, well made. The tiles are, really nice, plastic tiles, but they're heavy, and they're just really nicely made.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. It's, again, super easy. It's definitely, you'll need to be a little older to get your head around it than Zombie Dice. Zombie Dice is kind of like all ages. So it's a little bit more intensive mentally, but super, super fun.
A lot of fun.
Great price point. I think it's like $12 or something like that. It was another great Kickstarter thing. Man, a lot of people are making some great games on Kickstarter. I think more than anything else, it's a place to get games made. We're going to be definitely taking advantage of that as well. So that is that. Go buy it if you can. Try to find it.
Stick it in its stocking.
Or even do an IOU, man. It's totally worth it. Okay, so the last game we're going to talk about is one that we kind of love and hate, maybe. Kittens in a Blender. A lot of people are like, oh, Kittens in a Blender, it's so fun, and, whatever, because it's like, oh, I can't believe it. Like, you have cards that are these cute little kittens. They got these fun little names like Oscar and whatever.
Fluffy and Poodle.
And you have different colors of kittens. And so you take a color, you got all your kittens, and the idea is there are 3 spots. And again, I apologize for not having a copy physically. There are 3 spots. There's the box where your kittens can be saved. There's the counter, which is kind of a limo, and then there is the blender area. Now, you get a hand of cards. They'll be comprised of kittens that you draw, which it could be your color kitten, it could be their color kitten. It could be a blender, or it could be a pulse, which allows you to, like, whatever, just different cards that allows you to move kittens as well. You have a card that, like, saves everybody that's in the box. And so what you're doing is you have to play 2 cards. You have to play 2 cards. So you're managing the cards. It's like, okay, well, I'll put a cat here in the box, and then I will blend so that once you blend, everybody in the box gets saved, so you save your own cat. You can play that way, and that's actually how we prefer to play it, is saving our kittens
as best we
rather
can,
than killing the opposite kittens. Because if you haven't heard about it, what it is you're trying to have more cats than your opponent at the end of the game. You're trying to have more of them rescued at the end of the game or alive. And so you're trying to blend their... So if you have... Let's say he's green and I'm blue. If I have a bunch of green cats, it behooves me to put them in the blender, and then hopefully I can blend them and take them out of the game before he's able to put them in the box and save them. And so it's just one of those things that, because it's Kittens and he loves cats,
kittens especially,
you're like, oh, come on, like, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It bothers
I don't
me.
even want to play this stupid game. Like, he kept saying that, like, I don't even want to play this. I don't want to play it. But it's like, so we were thinking, okay, well, let's just say it was orcs in a blender. Would it be fun? Hell yeah, it would be fun. because it does give you that feeling of frantically trying to get your cats into the box. And then as soon as you played your 2 cards, you've gotten your cats in the box. So now he plays 2 cards and he gets all of them in the blender. So it's like, no, come back here. And then it's your turn again. So you're like, no, get back on the counter. And then you're going to go to the box or whatever. And
right.
it's one of those things. It's like you have to sacrifice your own cats sometimes in order to save other ones.
Yeah. And it feels like the kittens are playful, like they're in the box and they playfully want to get out and they want to play around.
Like, no, get back in the box.
Yeah, get back in the box. We're going to save you. Get
out of the blender. Get out of the blender. So it's fun that way. But yes, the subject matter is polarizing, apparently. I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, I'm 100% not condoning violence towards animals. That's horrible.
Yes.
But this is make-believe. And I thought it was fun. It was a fun dynamic, and it did really feel like there are these stupid little kittens. I gotta get in the box. I mean, cute little kittens. Not stupid, just whatever. And it just gave that feeling, and it was a lot of fun that way. But it's very simple. It's very inexpensive if you can find it locally. It may be something that you're really interested in if you're not super sensitive about
like
kittens.
Me, I'm apparently a pansy about it.
It's just fun. It's just fun. It's not. There's nothing really vicious about it. It's just kind of one of those, oh, it's so bad because I'm blending kittens, oh, ha, 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 kind of thing. So, if it was Orcs in a Blender, you would totally love it.
Yes,
so if it sounds fun to you, then it'll be fun to you.
Yeah, the
if
dynamic
it sounds like,
is fun.
I don't know if I'd like this, just stay away from it then.
The dynamic is fun. You will have fun playing the game. Just as soon as someone throws down that blender card, suddenly your heart breaks and you're like, no!
Yeah, but that's kind of fun in itself, so.
No, it's not.
Yeah, okay, so anyway, there's 3 possibilities for you.
Yep.
I think my number 1 pick would be Zombie Dice, just because it's so versatile as far as who can play it and how quickly you can play it.
How many people can play it.
Right. And then number 2 would be, just in order. Number 2 would be for the win, and then the kittens.
Kittens in the blender.
And the kittens in the blender. Yeah, please do a version that's not kittens.
Yeah,
and not puppies.
Orcs would work.
Puppies. Yeah, like orcs or Smurfs or
Smurfs in a blender.
They'd have to get the rights for that. Anyway. All right, guys, that's it. Christmas! Yay, Christmas! Stocking stuffers.
Yay!
Please follow us on. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our great playlists. Game Lab's been a lot of fun.
Yes, it has. And please leave comments. We love comments. And you can help support us by buying our wares at spiderwolf.com.
That's right. T-shirts. A great card game.
Stocking stuffer.
Wonderful. Yeah, well, it would kind of fit. You might have to get an IOU now. It's a little late, but maybe. I'll try to ship it. It's really fun. Go watch our review of it. Card games, art prints, short stories, and more. See ya. Next time we take a look at Dead Man Wonderland. Wow, you can write on a piece of paper without looking?
Actually, no. See, I couldn't. I was scribbling. I was just looking up like, oh, is he waiting on me? Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday the 19th of December. We are doing some stocking stuffer games for your home. As opposed to anywhere else. I don't know why I said that. Hey guys, welcome to Duel Review. We're going to be taking a look at... Okay. We're going to be taking a look at... Okay.
Well, that was weird. Right. Are you blowing at kids?
I was going... That was up. Nah. Goodbye, everybody.
You know I'm gonna put that alone. I would French each one of you if I could. In the mouth.
As opposed to...
Sorry. Touch. Every time. The honesty's too much. Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.